Okay, guys, I'm back and we're starting over. My connection really wasn't doing very well, but that's okay. Again, those who are just joining, my name is Nicole Phillip, but my friends call me Coco. So as you are coming on, please say hello, say good morning, and share this video. I want to let you know what it's all about. If you have been experiencing stagnation in achieving your goals, if you have been demotivated in achieving the things that you desire, if you don't know how to get to point A to point B, I want you to stick around because I have 3 steps to achieving tangible results in your life. If you would, just stick around and we're going to dive right in. If you are rejoining because we had some connection issues earlier, I want you to know that I will start over to make sure you really got the information. There's also another video on my timeline. You can go back and watch that just in case I miss something. So thank you again for joining, and we pray that my connection does well. And as you're joining, say hello, say something. Let me know you hear me. Let me know that you are there, are with me. So we're about to map out your plan today. We're about to map out your plan today. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm gonna give, hey, sis, I didn't get to hug you yesterday. So good to see you. Hello, hello. So again, if you have a goal in mind that you want to complete before the end of the year, I want you to stick around with me and go ahead and type on the screen, type goals for me. Let me know if I'm talking to the right crowd. Type goals on the screen so we can get into it. Hey, Martine, you on your break? Okay, great. It won't be too long, so you can get the information that you're looking for today. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump in. I thank you guys so much again for sharing. We had some connection issues earlier, and hopefully those who were watching earlier will be able to jump back on in. Goals. Type it. If you are goals, there you go. Good. All right. So I got my cue to get started. So the first thing I wanted to share, I have had some big dreams. I've worked with individuals who I help them accomplish their dreams and their visions. And one of the things that I know I have ran into and many of my clients have ran into is stagnation, or maybe they've been demotivated or not really understanding why the goals aren't coming to pass or why it's taking so long, or really don't know how to get from point A to point B. Well, this map is what we'll call it, is going to help you to get clear about your goals, get clear about how you're going to get from your goals to achievement. So the first thing I want everybody to do is, we're going to get old school here. First thing I want you to do is go out and get a calendar. See, I had to learn this from experience. I thought I trusted myself too much. I thought I'll keep everything up here, or I'll keep it in my phone, or I'll keep it in the calendar online. But it's nothing like taking a pen and paper and writing it down and jotting it down and seeing it every day. I'm gonna get very basic here because we have to go back to the fundamentals of achievement. And it's what you write down, you will remember the most. If you don't write it down, if you don't take notes, I promise you, things will come into your life. You will get distracted and you won't be able to remember everything. That's right. Biblical principles. Write the vision and make it plain so that those who read it will be able to run with it. So you'll have to ask yourself, have I written down my goals clearly so that those who come alongside the vision will be able to help you to perform it? Or so that even, the angelic help, God, all of that will be able to see your seriousness and be able to come alongside that vision that has been God given to perform it, to help you to perform it. So the first thing you want to do is go get a calendar. This was $5 at Five Below. Okay, everybody can have $5. So go get a calendar, and this is actually pretty good. And I want to show you last week's calendar as I begin to write down. See all of this? I started with a checklist. Because I had to, get clear about what was a priority, when it was due, and when I can get it done. One of the things I was experiencing in my business as God began to bless the timeline and my ability to complete things kind of was getting out of whack there. And I had to understand that, Nicole, you have to write it down so that you know what's a priority today, what can be completed tomorrow, what needs to be pushed out, what can wait, and what you need to say no to. So the first thing I want you to do after you got your calendar is you want to get clear about your goals. So step number 1 is you want to write down the results you want to achieve. Can I have somebody write that for me? Step number 1, write down the results you want to achieve. And one of the map that I use is through Tony Robbins, and I'll put a link in there so you can download it. It's a 3-step process, and it has really, really helped me to get organized and get clear and start to take daily steps to achieving my goal. That's the plan. That's the results that you want, because small steps help you to achieve big goals. When your goals are so big, and I know many of you watching, God has given you a big vision, and sometimes you'll get overwhelmed by I don't know how I'm gonna achieve this. Well, you have to look at it in daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, 3 months, 6 months, a year. So you have to determine that. So step number 1, if I could have somebody write this for me. Thank you, Sheila. Write down the results you want to achieve. Number 1, whether that be in business, okay, whether that be in your marriage, whether that be in relationships, whether that just be in your personal walk, okay. So I give you an example. One of the things in my business I wanted to achieve is a certain monthly income, okay, in my business. Okay, I wanted to achieve a certain monthly income. I want my business to generate a certain amount every month. So when I was clear about that amount, I was able to look at my products and services and say, okay, how many flyers I need to do, how many of these I need to do, how many people I need to talk to daily so that I can achieve this. Step number 1, write down the goals that you want to achieve. Okay, step number 2 is write down the purpose, a compelling reason why you want to accomplish your goals. If your goals are not bigger than you, your goals are not big enough. What do I mean? If your goals only impact your life, they're not big enough. Why do you want to make a certain amount of money, a certain amount of income every month? Who are you impacting? What visions can you come alongside? Why do you want to connect with this mentor? If it's just to connect and say you want to take a selfie, that's not compelling enough, because when storms come and when you get tired and when you don't want to do it and when you are sick and tired of people not coming alongside it, I promise you're going to quit. So what I had to do is I had to look at the things in my life and say, okay, why am I doing this? Who can it impact? And one of the biggest things that is going to impact is Aiden, which is my son. So when I look at him every day and when I see him laughing and I see him smiling, I can understand that I'm doing these daily activities. I'm going back to the basics with this little calendar. I'm writing down, I'm doing a checklist, because when I look at him and he's able to live a life that I desire, and that he'll be able to impact generations to come, I will do it when I don't feel like doing it. So I started to work out. I'm back in the gym, guys. And I've been in the gym for like 2 weeks now. And when my trainer we're working out and he keeps saying, one more set, in my mind, I want to tell him to get out of my face. But then I remember, that old picture as a motivation, before pre-Aiden. I remember, the confidence that I had. I remember those things, and it's a motivation to say, okay, I'll do it one more time, one more push-up, one more run, and then outside of the gym is making better decisions with what I eat. I want an apple pie, Jesus. I want, 10 fried chicken wings. I want that. I like it. But when I understand that, okay, Nicole, this is not going to cause you to accomplish your goals. You want to be able to speak. You want to be an author. You want to be a writer. You want to be a process improvement person. You want to inspire someone. You want to help people with their brand. It's going to require that you wake up early. It's going to require that you stay up late. And are those foods helping you to push your purpose? Come on. It's laying in bed, eating Doritos because you feel like it. Is that going to help you push your purpose? No. So that's why in step 2 of write down your purpose, compelling reasons why you want to achieve your goals is so important, because when you don't feel like it, you can go back to this. You write it down, because your phone is not going to do it for you, and your mind is not going to do it for you. You write it down so you can read it and you will get inspired. All right, so step number 1 was, for those who are just joining, I thank you so much. I appreciate you for sharing this today. Number 1, we're mapping out 3 steps to achieving our goal, tangible results. So 1, write down your results you want to achieve. Number 2 was write down your purpose, compelling reasons why you want to achieve your goals. Make sure it's bigger than you, so that when you are not motivated to do it, you can go back to that and reason why you're pushing what you're pushing. Number 3, so important, guys. I want you to write this down. Develop a sequence of priority actions. Develop a sequence of priority actions. A lot of times throughout the day, I would get distracted. Somebody would say, hey, you want to do this? You want to do that? Or, you know what? I just feel like waking up and doing whatever and doing this. And I would get distracted off of my goals. And I had to understand how to self-motivate. And one of the ways that I am inspired is to see that small actions are complete. So within my calendar, what I would do is, and I'll zoom in a little bit more, y'all don't look at my priorities, but I will put little boxes there. And when I completed an action for that day, I would check it off. And what that told me internally and helped me on the inside is like, wow, I completed something. I pushed something to my goal. And then when it's not checked off, I would move it to the next day, and I would see what I still have to complete and understand if, can I take this lunch meeting, or can I just take a moment to go to the mall and walk around, or can I do that? And I think all of those are important, but if you understand what you have on your plate and what you need to accomplish and what it's going to take to get there, then you're able to make wise decisions in doing that. So if it's whatever your goal is, let's take an example. Okay, so I have a goal, a weight weight loss goal. That's still hard to say. And so I knew, okay, this is how much time I needed to. So I found a gym that allows me to work out, for 20, 30 minutes and get a greater impact in my workout. Though it may be a little bit more of an investment, I had to look at myself and say, hey, are you worth it? Yes, I'm worth it. So I invested in that. I found a trainer, and I know that it's going to take 2 times a week to achieve my goal. So I write down, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to see my trainer twice a week for 20 minutes. And within that, I need to drink a certain amount of water. I need to eat healthier items. It's not like I'm on a diet, so I have that choice, or I need to portion out. So now I'm able to see my daily results or my daily activities to achieve a goal. Okay, in business, let's use that example. You may have an income goal, and your services that you provide. You can write down, okay, every week I need to meet 3 new clients a week. Okay, within that 3 new clients, maybe 1 will transfer into an actual, from a prospect to an actual paid client. And then from that, okay, to meet 3 new clients, I need to make 5 connections. I need to make 10 connections, whether that be on social media, whether that be posting in a group, whether that be going out and networking. I need to attend networking events, so that when you don't achieve that, or when you don't do that action, how it's impacting your overall goal. Does that make sense, guys? I want you to kind of talk back to me and let me know if that makes sense for you. And we'll use another example, or go ahead and post your goal there, and I'll help 1 or 2 people walk out daily activities. Okay, go ahead and post your goal there. I give a person a minute. What do you desire to do? Let's use 1 goal. Listen, don't give me 5 goals. Don't give me 10 goals. We can't walk through that. But I want you to get a real picture or a map of how to do this for yourself. And it's going to take discipline, but I tell you, once you start to see the results in what you're doing, and how these simple steps will help you. Okay, great. Sabrina, finish my book for this upcoming Saturday. And I have another client on here that's writing a book, and I wrote a book. So the first thing you want to do, the first question I would ask myself is, where am I? All right, you have to evaluate where you currently are. What do you have complete? So if your goal for this book is 10 chapters, let's say it's 10 chapters, and you have, some people, 1. All right, some people, I'm halfway there. Okay, Sabrina, tell me where you are. Where are you in your book, based on the finish line? Are you halfway there? Are you a quarter there? Are you haven't started yet? So my first question is where you currently are. Assess that and get clear. Okay, once you get clear about that, then you want to look at, well, what can I do daily? Right? Because if we look at a week span and I have 10 chapters to write by Saturday, that can become overwhelming. All right? So then you say, okay, I can commit to writing or investing in myself 30 minutes to an hour a day. So, okay, typing everything up and need to put the chapters in order. Okay, so let's take that. You need to type everything up. How much time can you commit to each day to typing a chapter up? Let's just do a chapter a day. I can commit an hour a day to typing up the chapter. All right? And then you may even switch and say, okay, Monday I'm going to type up the chapters, and then Tuesday I'm going to review and edit, or find a resource that can help me review and edit. All right? So once you agree to typing up 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours a day, committing that, you're going to write that goal down. All right? Once you write that goal down and put it in your calendar, Even people, I've seen even people say, okay, I'm going to commit from 12 to 2 p.m. I'm going to commit to that. All right. So once you do that, now you're able to track your progress. Okay. Monday, you know what? I just wasn't feeling it and I missed it. Well, now you have to make a makeup plan or review your deadline. One thing about goals is it's only there for a mark. If you don't meet it, you're able to adjust your goals, but it's there to keep you accountable. Okay, so once you've done that with your book, now it's the next step. Is it finding a publisher? Is it finding a illustrator? Is it finding an editor? Then you put that into your plan. All right. Sometimes as well, you can put a reward. If you're driven by, okay, if I finish this, I'm able to do X, Y, and Z, I would suggest you do that. All right. So you have an editor, great. All right. So what can you do to reward yourself for finishing that goal every day? Okay. What can you do? If it's going here, if it's buying a new pair of shoes, or if it's seeing, this or that, write that down as well so that you're able to achieve that. One of the problems that I experienced in writing my book was, I didn't have calls. I didn't have an accountability. So you love purses. Great. Okay. So I want you to print out a purse that you want to purchase. Hey, let it be expensive or whatever. I want you to print out a picture or even put the picture on your phone. I want you to do that. So every time you see that, you can put it on your mirror, you can put it in your car. I suggest put it in multiple places so that you're constantly reminded about your goal. So you print out that picture, and when you see that, you're going to be reminded, I got to complete my book, because when I get done with my book, I'm able to go out and purchase this. Whatever motivates you, remember, your mind can be trained. You can do a lot of things to motivate yourself and put it in action. All right. So I had to find an accountability partner as well. So when I found that accountability partner, she was the person that said, how you doing on your book? What are you doing daily? How are you with your schedule? How are you with your plan? She was able to be that person for me. So I would suggest you do that. And then also what I did to be accountable for myself, I began to release flyers about this. I began to put a date on it. It's important that you put a date on it. Now, you may not achieve that date, but that date, what the date does is it pushes you to achieving that goal. Okay, once you do that and write it down and begin to really see that you're completing that goal and you're doing your check marks and you have the accountability partner that's checking in with you, that will help you complete your goal. And remember, if you are not reminded about why you're doing what you're doing, what impact is you releasing your book going to do for other people? Is it going to create generational wealth? Is it going to create another stream of income for you? Is it in line with your income goal monthly? You have to view that every day, because procrastination will sit in, fear will sit in, or stagnation will sit in and will cause you not to complete it. So that's just some ideas for you to look at with your goals. Somebody else. I'll do one more person, then we'll get on off. Okay, so as you are typing your goal, I just want to review for those who just came on. What we're doing is doing a 3-step action plan. Yes, that's right, Dorothy. Eat the elephant one bite at a time. What we're doing is doing a 3-step action plan to achieving tangible results in your business, in your marriage, in your personal development, whatever it is. And I use the method of a map by Tony Robbins. And after this video, I'll post a link where you can download, and it's a chart and you can write it in there. It really shows you, gives you examples of how to do that. One more person. Come on, guys, don't be so quiet. Just type a goal. You don't have to get all detailed, but I will help you map that out for yourself. Come on, come on. One more person. Okay, no takers? Well, good. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you. And I pray that you will begin to just share it with someone. Maybe you have a friend who is looking to achieve goals, or they shared something that they desire to do within the next 90 days. I believe that this video would help them. And if it was helpful for you, if you would share it. If you would like to get more videos and more inspiration, would you follow this page? Go to the profile and hit follow so that you can get notifications when I come on live, and just connect with me there. I thank you guys so much. Yes, I'm new and just coming on. Yes, go back and watch the replay, and I believe it'll be a blessing to you. And also, guys, I know many of you may not know, but I have committed to learning a new skill that is helping me to multiply my money. And if you're interested in learning more about this, if you would just inbox me. It may not be for you, it may be for you, but if you're just interested in learning more about how I'm learning how to do that and multiply my money and use what God has given me and multiply that to sow into my other businesses, dreams, and goals, go ahead and inbox me and I'll share more information about that. And again, it may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else, or, so just go ahead, connect there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Nicole Phillip, and my friends call me Coco. So thank you guys. This has been a moment with Coco. Love you. Have a blessed day.